budget hackers, I hope you guys are doing good. This video will be the part 1 of my video series which covers my experience of staying at the Canadian government's quarantine facility. I'm going to address all the misconceptions people have about these facilities in the question and answer sessions. By the way, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you won't miss my part 2 video in this series in which I take you on a tour of my room, the government facility, along with the details of the food they provided and other amenities they provided. So without delaying further, let's get started.
Before we start, let's agree on some terms and conditions. Statutory warning providing information about the COVID-19 facilities offered by the Government of Canada. I or the Budget Hacker team is not encouraging anyone to stay at these facilities. Quarantine facilities are solely offered by Health Canada for the purpose of regulating the COVID-19 pandemic. The Budget Hacker team is not responsible for the benefits, losses that occur to you when staying at the COVID-19 quarantine facilities. Question 1. Why do you choose to stay at the quarantine facility?
First things first, because it saves me $700 to $1,000 I need to spend on a temporary accommodation. Also, as I will be continuously monitored by the health officials on site, in case of symptoms, I will be given treatment immediately without any delay. Those are the two compelling reasons in my case.
Question 2. How you arrive at the Canadian government COVID-19 quarantine facility?
Upon arrival at the Toronto airport, there is a public health volunteer camp where you can register to avail these services. They will pick you at the airport exit in a huge ambulance-sized vehicle which can accommodate you and your baggage without any issue, and will take you to the facility, which is just a 10-minute drive from the airport. Even if you land in a different airport, the process would be the same.
Question 3. What are your first impressions of the quarantine facility?
When I first came to the facility, I was escorted by health officials who were completely covered in PPE kits. I was scared by seeing that all the common use places like lifts, doors, and even their mobile phones were wrapped in plastic. For a minute, I kept on thinking, will that be the case in my room as well? Which is not, by God's grace. I'm relieved once I entered my room.
Question 4. How's your first day at the quarantine facility?
On my first day, I came to the facility at 5 p.m., filled out the consent forms, met Red Cross people next to the health officials. They gave some instructions and a starter kit which contains oatmeal packets, few bowls, few plastic cutlery, and some snacks. Also, they handed me over an instruction manual that contains details like emergency contacts, identifying the symptoms, how to take temperature, etc. Keep it handy, guys. It will help you. That manual got a lot of useful information. After that, I reached my room at 5:30 p.m. I had a quick bath. Dinner was given at 6:30 p.m. Ate it and went to sleep early that day as I'm really tired because of traveling for 24 hours.
Question 5. How does a normal day looks like in the quarantine facility?
My normal day starts at 7 a.m. Between 7 to 8, they will leave the breakfast at your doorstep in paper bags. So breakfast is pretty standard. They will give you one small citrus based juice like orange juice or mango juice or cranberry juice or apple juice. This menu changes, but usually they will give you a bagel, a boiled egg, a banana, and sometimes they will give you milk like in a small tetra pack, a 300 ml tetra pack, and cereals like this, a small cereal and a juice bottle and a big muffin. So yeah, they alter this menu every now and then. After that, what I do is I usually start applying for jobs, and I will have few video calls with my family members, and we'll have few calls with the recruiters. In the quarantine facility, there is free Wi-Fi, guys, which is pretty good. So no issues with the internet. So usually the housekeeping comes between 10 to 11 every day. They will wipe all the wooden and metal surfaces with disinfectant spray, replace towels, shampoos, soaps, and waters. You just need to ask them, they will replace all these things. So between 12 p.m. and 1 p.m., they usually serve the lunch the same way as they did for breakfast. They just leave that at your doorstep. And lunch usually contains a juice bottle, either a sandwich or a burrito. They alter this every now and then. And chips, side, and a fruit, either a apple or a pear or a plum. And usually they will give some snack as well, like roasted peanuts and all those stuff. Yeah, lunch portion is really good. I opted for vegetarian, but you can select a non-vegetarian option as well. After that, I usually go for a walk at 3 p.m. To go for walk, I should let them know beforehand so that they would send someone to my room to escort me to the walking area, which is a parking lot of the hotel. You can walk without any mask, but if you come close to anyone, you immediately need to put on the mask. After the walk, I would be escorted back to my room, and I usually apply for some more jobs and have some calls with the recruiters and watch TV for some time before I usually get my dinner at 5:30 or 6ish. After my dinner, I will go for a walk once again at 7:30, and I will wrap my day with a nice sleep. That's it, guys. That's my usual day at the quarantine facility.
Question 6. What are the amenities provided at the facility?
Coming to the amenities, I was being provided quality food 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, free of cost. They will do everyday health checkups and everyday health monitorings. Housekeeping service will be provided every day. They will provide free water bottles and laundry service. But remember, the turnaround time for laundry will be more than 3 days. And of course, accommodation is free of cost. If in case you need any additional goods or supplies, you can call the Canadian Red Cross at any time.
Question 7. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts, in one word, if you want me to say, I would say go for it, guys. They offer the highest quality of food, supplies, accommodation in a very nice, cozy hotel. What else do you need? At least for me, this is more than enough. You're doing really awesome job, Canada.